group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Little gets the blood boiling. White like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Northwestern right back to the line. They'll try the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a Packer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Running to the left. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking downfield, it's right. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath.
Oh, look out! He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Wants to throw. It's right. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. On the return, it's Stewart. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Quick strike complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. On the run, it's Edwards. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This
continues to fight for yards. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action.
And he's running in the open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Between the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to James Madison. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Orji. Firing to the right, complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Give to the running back. And the Wolverines have a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Orji. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job of getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Orji.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, what a grab by the defense.
That's my fault.
Touchdown, Northwestern. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it
Block
behind you.
somebody.
Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Coming after it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up.
Oh, my
Incomplete.
gosh.
These mobile quarterbacks, you want to keep them in the pocket. When you get your hands on them, man, you want to get them on the ground. A little bit of a miss there. Nice job by the quarterback buying time. Defense stuck with their receivers. Deep throw, still had good coverage and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going up top on 1st down. And it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking.
Oh, you're supposed to keep it, man.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the right.
Oh,
And
my
he
God.
intercepts it. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season. But
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds offense. You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football.
It is perfect.
Okay.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Porter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Throwing right. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To throw, it's Orji.
Ooh,
Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. We've got this third down play to open the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he drops the throw. Got the back over the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Handoff to the fullback. And the Wolverines will move the sticks with the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Now the toss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot on.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his target down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Back to pass. It's right. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense set for a 1st down play. Now on the counter. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
The Wolverines get the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greed.